What if the myths of old were more than just stories? What if the creatures that haunted dreams and ignited imaginations were something more, echoes of forgotten truths or reflections of our innermost fears and desires? Welcome to Unveiling the Myth, a journey through legendary creatures, where we peel back the layers of ancient legends to discover the mysteries that lie beneath them. Let's journey across cultures, continents, and time to meet the beings that have captivated humanity for centuries. Mythological creatures have been at the heart of human storytelling for millennia. Across cultures and generations, tales of majestic dragons, seductive sirens, terrifying minotaurs, and mysterious shapeshifters have been passed down. But why? What makes these beings so compelling? They represent our struggles, dreams, and secrets, often embodying both the light and dark within ourselves. These tales transcend borders, appearing simultaneously in civilizations separated by vast oceans, as if woven into the very fabric of our shared human experience. Could this point to something deeper, something universal about our connection to the unknown? Dragons are among the most fascinating mythological creatures, appearing early in both Eastern and Western folklore. Yet how they are portrayed reveals much about the societies that created them. In the East, dragons are revered as symbols of wisdom, prosperity, and guardianship. They move gracefully through the skies, controlling rain and rivers, benevolent protectors of the land. In stark contrast, dragons in Western mythology evoke fear. Hulking beasts with fiery breath, they are a menace to be defeated. Think of St. George, the knight who slew the dragon to save an entire kingdom. But why are they seen so differently? Could the Western dragon be a reflection of humankind's battle against chaos, while the Eastern dragon channels a harmonious relationship with nature? The oceans have always been a source of wonder and fear. They cover the majority of our planet, yet remain largely unexplored, providing the perfect setting for sea creatures like sirens, mermaids, and the kraken. The sirens of Greek mythology, with their hauntingly beautiful songs, lured sailors to their doom. They were both enchanting and dangerous, cautioning humanity against temptation. A curious parallel can be found in Japan's Ningyo, a mermaid-like creature said to bring misfortune if caught. Yet, these myths persist even today. Stories of mysterious sea creatures like the Loch Ness Monster have kept the legends of the deep alive. Could modern sightings of strange creatures suggest an inkling of truth? Or are the oceans simply mirrors in which we project our deepest fears? Across the world, myths of shapeshifters abound, creatures that can change their form, often combining elements of man and beast. The kitsune of Japan, a fox spirit known for its intelligence and trickery, can transform into a human, charming or deceiving those it encounters. Similarly, Europe is home to the legend of werewolves, ordinary people cursed to turn into wolves during the full moon. Why do these tales endure? Perhaps because they speak to our anxieties about identity. What lurks beneath our surface? Could we too harbor darker, untamed sides? Shapeshifters tantalize us with the possibility of transformation, while tricksters remind us of the thin line between cunning brilliance and chaos. Not all mythological creatures were created to terrify. Many were born to protect, acting as guardians of sacred spaces. The griffin, a majestic hybrid of eagle and lion, was often depicted as the sentinel of treasures and temples. The Chinese qilin, a gentle and benevolent beast, symbolized prosperity and was said to appear only during times of great virtue. These creatures represent humanity's desire to safeguard what is precious, whether it be wealth, wisdom, or spiritual purity. They stood as a promise, a belief that even in a chaotic world, certain things remained sacred and untouchable. While protective creatures embodied hope, monsters were vivid representations of human fears. The Minotaur of Greek mythology, half man, half bull, was a creature of tragedy, confined to the labyrinth as punishment for human folly. The Cyclops, with its single glaring eye, was a manifestation of brute power and ignorance. But monsters often reveal more than they conceal. They reflect the monstrous instincts within humanity: greed, anger, and unrestrained ambition. Could it be that by creating these figures, early storytellers were exploring the beastly tendencies within us all? Many mythological creatures are rooted in the natural world. The wind through a forest might conjure images of nymphs, while mysterious snow prints in the Himalayas gave rise to the legend of the Yeti. These beings provided a way for ancient people to interpret the unexplained forces of nature, forces that could be as nurturing as they were unforgiving. Even more intriguing is the idea that some creatures may have originated from natural phenomena or misinterpretations. Imagine stumbling across the fossilized remains of a dinosaur. To an ancient person, this might seem proof enough of a long-dead dragon. Myth and reality blur here, leaving tantalizing questions for us to ponder. Then there are hybrids, creatures that embody dualities. Centaurs, half man, half horse, represent a raw and primal contrast between intellect and instinct. The chimera, a fire-breathing monstrosity with the body parts of a lion, goat, and serpent, exists as a fusion of chaos and mythic ingenuity. These creatures remind us of our complexity. Humans, too, are hybrids in a metaphorical sense, torn between rationality and emotion, civilization and the natural world. Perhaps this is why hybrids resonate with us. They are, in a way, reflections of ourselves. As much as we delight in these stories, there's always a part of us that wonders, what if? What if some myths originated not in fiction but in fact? Could early sightings of enormous squid be the origin of the kraken? Could legends of Bigfoot point to an undiscovered primate species? Myths often arise to explain the unexplained, but the possibility of truth gives them their enduring allure. Over time, mythological creatures have evolved, adapting to fit new narratives. Some faded into obscurity, while others were resurrected through art, literature, and film. Consider the phoenix, a symbol of rebirth and renewal, which continues to inspire hope in modern storytelling. From ancient murals to blockbuster films, the creatures of old continue to live, carrying new meanings into the future. Mythological creatures inspire creativity, from the paintings of medieval griffins to the dragons of epic fantasy films like Game of Thrones. Their presence in modern-day art allows them to transcend time, ensuring that they remain part of humanity's cultural tapestry. They tug at something deep within us, a need to dream, to wonder, and to believe in the fantastical. As we reach the end of our journey, one truth becomes clear. Mythological creatures may never die. Whether guardians, monsters, or hybrids, they live on in our imagination, whispering secrets and mysteries we long to uncover. But perhaps the greatest question we should ask is not whether these beings are real, but why we want them to be. Let the myths continue to inspire and haunt us, for within their stories lies the magic of humanity's boundless creativity. And as the whispers of the past remind us, myths are often more real than we dare to imagine.